All right, all you Lowheat hype beasts, we have a value menu of unboxings today. Not only do we have these, which is in the title and the thumbnail, you already know what they are. But we have this. I got a clear room here. We got these, whatever's in there. This is all Supreme stuff. So if you want to get to the shoes, stick around. You'll see them. Just going to do some other unboxings, mail day first type stuff, unwrappings, unpackagings, whatever the correct term would be. And then we'll get to the shoes. If you don't want to wait around for that, all you got to do is skip forward in the timeline. That's all you got to do. Don't click away. Please stick around. Please watch if you like. If not, just skip ahead. For anyone who likes Supreme, this is the video for you. We got tons of stuff to I've saved it all until we could unbox the Supreme Blazers. Haven't opened any of it. So we have all the various stuff I've got through the first few weeks of Supreme drops to open up. If you're a Supreme fan, you can see what it looks like. Maybe you cop some of this stuff, see what I copped, your thoughts on the items. And if you're not a big Supreme head, that's fine. Maybe you're curious, like, oh, what's it like to receive a Supreme package? I don't know. Stick around. It should be fun, should be cool. We'll see my reaction to some of this stuff, see your reaction. Live vicariously through me. That's what this channel is about. You got the first-person view here. You know, that's a little unique. I don't see a lot of unboxers, reviewers do that. They're all at their desks with their, like, cool setups. We're minimalist here. We're really just lazy. And I take you into my view. Got the camera here sitting between my legs, but luckily it's faced this way, not the other way. You know, who knows? Maybe I set up an OnlyFans site down the road. You never know. Content these days is crazy. All right, let's get this open. Watch me struggle to open this. Let's see. I don't even know what these are. As you can see, I have so many packages. I haven't even brought one onto in frame yet. There's so many Supreme packages. I went a little crazy. I'll give you some thoughts here. Like overall, you know, Supreme's fallen off, you know, to a degree in popularity. I think it's still popular, right? But like stuff used to sell out immediately years back. Now things linger on the site. Things don't resell. It's just, you know, too much product. Some of this, I think, is the economy, you know. Not everyone has just hundreds of dollars to spend week after week. And then if you can't flip stuff, you just, you know, you're stuck with it. So part of it's that. Let's see what we got. Ooh, spicy one to begin with. Spicy package to begin with. Ooh. All right. We got some stickers, but you see it peeking through here. We'll show the stickers off in a second. We got the Andre 3000 box logo Supreme tee, size XL for your shout out all the XL boys out there and girls and ladies. This is dope. I can't, you know, again, I think this is a sign that the Supreme hype has fallen a little bit. Like, you can get these for like under $100. That's wild. White and black. I mean, if you got the other colors under 100, I could see that. There's an argument for that. But like, you know, these were it, you know, a while back. And now, like, a very, you know, prominent celebrity musician, he gets his own box logo. A universally loved group and musician. Can't say nothing bad about them, and then they don't, you know, have some, you know, all-time bangers, and you can get it for under 100. Anyways, if you're a Supreme head, Outcast fan, we're on the edge, missed out on this on retail, I'd check it out now. You never know with the economy, you know, in trend cycles, maybe in 6 years, everyone who was up on Supreme, fell off, but then there's some nostalgia. Maybe it picks back up. You don't want to have to like, damn, I missed out when it was like $75, $100. 120, and then it jumps up to 300, 500 like these used to be. I don't really condone spending $100 on t-shirts. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite, but like, you know, it's a little wild. But this is unique. It doesn't come around all the time, every season. So I'm stoked I was able to cop that manual. I cop everything manual, but I'm just specifying in case you might not know me or the channel. So I was super stoked. Was quick on the draw. Only tip. You know, if you want to be real safe, if you want to get greedy, you multi-cart stuff. Add stuff to your cart and then check out. But if you want to be sure, you get the number one item and you check out. You don't fuck around. You just get in, get out, and then you go back for more. Go back for seconds. That's my advice. You don't want to be like caught sold out. So I'm super stoked to get this. Obviously, huge Outkast fan. Who isn't an Outkast fan? For real. Got some other cool stickers. The Statue of Liberty trash pile. Yeah. Anyways, I got so much to get through. I'll rush through this. I could talk. My videos sometimes run long. I could talk like 15 minutes on just this T-shirt. I don't think you want to hear that though. On to the next item. So I'm a little bit of a latecomer to Supreme, maybe a lot of a bit, but I will say I'm older than most of you, so maybe I wasn't as cool in following Supreme back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and not an old, but I am old. I was getting CCS catalogs. I'm from the Midwest. You know, we didn't have, I wasn't in New York City able to get Supreme drops, so forgive me. Again, late to the party, but definitely have been around since then. I was watching, you know, I watched Kids on VHS probably, where you guys, you don't even know what the movie Kids is. Some of you do, but this was a package I got. The girlfriend wanted these. The girlfriend wanted some Supreme white socks, some Supreme briefs. So this is the girlfriend's order. We'll set that aside for her. I think that's her first pair of Supreme Hanes stuff. So I always add, you know, to ease the $10 shipping, I always stick a pair of Supreme socks in there, or whatever the new colorway is. Then I feel better about the shipping cost being spread across multiple items. So anyways, that's what I did with this time. I have enough. Finally, I've tapped out on Hanes Supreme stuff, paying $30 for poor quality Hanes material crap. I have so much not even used or opened yet. So this time I got her some stuff she was interested in. But that's a good way to make yourself feel better about the shipping costs, because it's usually 10 flat unless you get a really large item. Same here. I got the new Paisley underwear. Shout out my XL people. But there you go. That's what they look like. I think too expensive, too pricey for the quality. But you know, it is what it is with most stuff. You know, half of Nike stuff is poor quality, and you know, you're paying way too much. So I get it. Still, we're gonna wait. These are the shoes. We're gonna wait on the shoes. We got more to get to. Thanks for sticking around. Please subscribe. Really appreciate it. We're getting up there in subscribers a little bit. Never thought we'd be at 1,500. We're at 1,500, which is crazy. So if you haven't subscribed, please, I appreciate every single number that I get you know, anywhere from 0 to 6 subscribers a day. And so I literally notice when I get a subscriber, and it makes my day. So a little bit of joy for a very low cost thing. You know, I don't fill up your feed with nonsense. I put a video up once a week, twice a week, maybe if it's a good week. So be a friend, be kind do your good deed for the day, make my day. Please subscribe. And we have box logos for days. I have so many of these. I'm trying to think of a cool art project or something I could do with these other than sell them for $1 a piece. If anyone's got great ideas what to do with a ton of Supreme box logo stickers, put it in the comments. I'd like to do something cool with them. Sometimes I stick a random one, I sell something on eBay, I'll stick a Supreme sticker in. Okay. Ooh. We got the Barbera. It's Italian. Supreme olive oil. I'm a foodie. I think most people are, but I'm a foodie. Whoa, a lot of packaging. Sometimes they put multiple items in a box. This they gave it its own box. I'm a foodie, and I also cook from time to time. You make those Blue Aprons. Get that Blue Apron sponsorship. Anyone from Blue Apron, toss me a sponsorship for my whole 1,500 subscribers. Anyways, I got this for my friend Bernardo. So I'll give this to him. He wanted this, and yeah, his birthday's coming up, or he's taking me to dinner. Either way, I'm giving this to him as a gift. So product of Italy, straight from Italy. Can never have enough extra virgin olive oil. Yeah, I use it pretty much every meal. If you don't know about cooking, learn about olive oil. It's the thing you'll use most other than maybe salt and pepper. But that's kind of cool. You got the little mini box logos cut up there. If any foodies or people who cook, any chefs out there, I mean, this is the item to have in the kitchen, right? You got to have this right by the range, by the stove. That's pretty dope. But, you know, this is to fill your olive oil pour. Like, I don't think anybody except psychopaths actually pour olive oil from an open, like, wide mouth container like this. So this will just be sitting in a shelf unless you display it. Or once you empty it, you can do some cool display things with it. Either way, I think it's the accessory Supreme does. I think that's unique. Like what other, I'm trying to think what other streetwear brand or shop does collabs across a variety of brands in accessories and home goods and stuff. Not many that I can think of. So whether Supreme's cool or not, whether, you know, it's fallen off since it's been corporatized and bought out, I don't know, but I think it's still cool that they can partner with, you know, Barbera olive oil. And you know, you don't see that a lot. So I think that's cool. All right, what do we got here? What do we got here in the Please Steal Me tamper tape? Anyways, I'd like to know, I always do these plug for comments. Sometimes people comment. I always like to know what people are copying from Supreme, if anything at all. So let me know what you've copped in the first few weeks. My constant battle against consumerism and materialism and stuff and clutter and spending, all that stuff, all the negatives versus having cool items. I held strong, resisted the Tekken Supreme drop this past week. Really wanted that board. But, you know, I was like, you know what? I wasn't a huge Tekken player. I played a ton of I love Street Fighter, of course. Played Marvel vs. Capcom. Played Mortal Kombat. Played love Soul Calibur, is probably my favorite fighting game, but didn't play a ton of Tekken. So I was like, you know what? Save your money. You weren't a huge Tekken fan, even though it's dope collab and capsule they're doing. You know, if a Mortal Kombat or Soul Calibur or Street Fighter 1 comes out, dump your money on that. So I held strong, everyone. Hope you're proud of me. But I did get all this shit, so, you know, it is what it is. It's the compromise of life. So this is my Nike ACG Supreme pack that I got. Also, you know, the good and bad here. I resisted copping everything. I really wanted, like, the jacket, but, like, I live in Southern California. So many, like, it's hot 90% of the year or warm. I don't need jackets very much. I already have too many jackets to use. So I resisted the expensive Nike ACG Supreme jackets, but I did cop a cap. This is pretty dope. I wanted the black, sold out. I kind of effed around because Supreme has, like, dropped in popularity, and you know, I have been able to cop a lot of stuff first come first serve manually. I got a little greedy and carded everything first, all the items I wanted, checked out, and the black cap was sold out, so I had to go back. I'm not really a denim cap guy. Like, I'm just not quite that hipster. It's kind of in the middle of the scale. I'm either completely flashy or completely monotone, and denim wasn't my thing, so I carded this. Took out the black. I really wanted the black one, and that is the one that's the most popular, selling for the most. These I think you can get for around retail, at least, you know, bid price, and then you're gonna pay shipping and fee and taxes. That's pretty dope though. Low profile on me sometimes doesn't work. I have a huge head. I don't know if this doesn't seem adjustable. This might be too big for me. I might have to sell this. We'll see. Or too small for me, I should say. Might have to sell this. I hope I don't. I hope it fits me, because that's a great camping and hiking hat. A little out there, but I think I can rock it. It is not Gore-Tex. Does not seem to be Cordura Ripstop, or at least that advertising not on here. So they usually advertise trademarked and patented materials, and none of that is on here. So it seems like semi-durable material, but it's got a wax. I forget what they said. It does have a somewhat waterproof. So maybe there's some like water repellent, water resistant, but it isn't branded Gore-Tex, and usually it is if it does have Gore-Tex material. Sorry, I forgot about that. Let me know in the comments. One of you will know in the comments. I could look it up right now, but then that takes away from the video. Then people click away. So it's your fault. I'm blaming you guys for me not looking up properly what it is right now live. Because I'm not going to edit it. I could look it up and also edit out the time it takes me to look it up, but I'm not going to do that. Also got some ACG pants in black. Can't go wrong with those. These look pretty dope. Got your Supreme branding on the tag. Other than that, most people won't be able to tell that these are Supreme unless like they ask. They're Supreme on the belt, the built-in belt. Here, these pants are Cordura fabric. There is that label there. I swear these were. Maybe it's just missing the tag. I swear the hat was too. So yeah, these are cool. These are cool. Very versatile. Pretty heavyweight. Lots of pockets here. Side panel pockets, front pockets. You got the Supreme ACG branding woven in there. I'm getting them dirty by putting them on my floor here. But yeah, those were kind of expensive. They were like $200. Hat was like $50. So yeah, not cheap pants, but they were cheaper than the jackets. Didn't get the t-shirt. Passed on the t-shirt. Maybe there's one other item. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. So I always do, well, since it's become less popular, I don't like it as much, but I'm always intrigued by the Supreme containers. That's my thing. Anything that can hold stuff that's branded Supreme. And now as an older, late 30s male, might be judged a little bit, but I guess if I have this all over the house. But I like getting things that I can use functionally, right? This is the Toolbox. I can functionally use it and it maintains value, if not goes up in value. I always like that stuff because, you know, down the road I could resell it. You know, if you just get a random Toolbox, you know, you're not gonna sell it for more. This, I could use it and it actually could go up in value. If I ever have kids and like die and they have to sell all my crap, at least maybe they can get money for it if they want to go through that trouble of like, oh, this is a Supreme Toolbox, I gotta list it for more, or whatever at a garage sale. I guess that might be a problem for them if they want to price these things out at a garage sale. No one's gonna want to pay $100 for this Toolbox. You know, in 40 years, hopefully. Anyways, that's the way I look at it. A little morbid, I know, but like, I just like prefer things to have value rather than spending on cheap crap at Target. And you know, it's basically a sunk cost there. You're either giving it away, throwing it away. If you can, like, I don't know, buy things that have more, it's going to cost more. This costs more than the general Toyo Toolbox by, I don't know, a factor of, I don't know by how much more, but this also maintains its value better. So anyways, I think that's cool. Here, I'll open it up for you guys. A Japanese brand Toyo is in this Toolbox. So I'll put some art supplies in there, maybe tools in there. I just think that's cool. Rather than just a normal one, you got a Supreme one. Again, maybe I'll get judged for it a little bit, but I think it's kind of cool. I don't know, maybe just a regular Toyo box would be cool. You could also just slap a Supreme sticker on it. I used to do that. I've stopped doing that, but I'd get IKEA stuff and then just slap a Supreme sticker on it. And like, there you go, IKEA Supreme collab, which would normally be like 4 times as much, 10 times as much aftermarket. I would just slap a sticker on it. Like, look, here's Supreme IKEA collab for the price of this sticker. So you could also do that. There is an argument for that. You know, get your Supreme Apple computer. Whoa. That's the final Supreme package. All right, we're good. Oh, these are, okay, we're to the shoes. Almost to the shoes. One final thing. So this was a little bit of an impulse buy, but luckily for you, you guys get to see it for yourself in this unboxing. And then judge for yourself if you want it, because I think these are still available on the website. And if they're not available on the website, they'll definitely be, you know, available online for cheap. So I did get this skateboard deck, thinking it could go up in value. Definitely still sitting there, available. So kind of blundered it there, but that's okay. Here we go. We got the Supreme box logo, crinkled tee box logo skate deck. I think it's kind of cool. Cool piece to have, especially if you're a big Supreme person. A little bit of regret buying this. I have lots of decks that are sitting around, aren't displayed currently, so definitely didn't need another one of these. Instead of spending the 50 on this, probably should have just ponied up the 200 and bought the Burberry box logo, which I think is cool. So, I don't know. I did buy a skateboard complete deck recently. Have been trying to, just scoot around for some exercise here and there when I can. So it's not like I might use it. Who knows? Maybe I throw some trucks on it and some wheels and actually use it. But a little bit of a regret purchase here. Let me know what you think about it. I think these are available still, like I said. I think it's cool for big Supreme collectors, but I'm hoping I can do something with all these decks, and then this will just be one of them, a part of the collection in the display. Make a chair out of this, a deck chair with some other boards. Who knows? Impulse buy, kind of regretted it. Again, that's why you don't buy Supreme anymore to flip or sell. Do not do that to flip or sell. A lot of you will say you should only buy things that you really like. You shouldn't buy it to flip or sell, but let's be real here. Some people, they're commodities. They go up in value, down in value. It just is what it is. But for sure nowadays, do not buy Supreme items just to flip. There is not much money in it. We just showed the Andre 3000 box logo tee. You're gonna make $30 on that thing if I wanted to sell it. Just not worth it. Not worth it. So don't get it unless you want it. You need it. You got the money. You love it. That's my thoughts. Okay, we're to the main event. If you made it this far, man, really appreciate you and your watch time, spending your lunch hour, your breakfast with me, or I don't know, YouTube before bed. Appreciate it. Or whether you're on the toilet or whatever. That's a long toilet session if you're still here. I do those though. No judgment. I pull those long toilet sessions. But we're at the main event, and if you just clicked forward to this, well, I still appreciate you too. So here we go. Nike Supreme Blazers. Another box logo sticker. What I really missed out on, the Tech and Drop. I really like that skateboard. Speaking of decks, the deck, I really like that, and I really like the sticker, the Tech and sticker character sticker that they dropped in some packages. So that's what I was really bummed about missing out on. In all these box logos, I didn't get a single unique box logo. I don't know if any of these drops had them, but as you saw from my unboxings here, didn't get any. So here we are. It's out of here. What do we got? We have the Nike SB Zoom Blazer Mid Quick Strike in black. Size 12. I generally go size 12 or half size up. I'm a size 11 and a half, but generally I go half size up in Blazers because they're a little narrow. I feel like the cupsole or the outsole, the thing that holds your foot, I feel they're a little narrow, especially up here at the end. So I go half size up. That being said, I had the Off-White All Hallows Eve Blazers in size 12, and they seemed a little big, but they fit fine. Anyways, so that's the story on sizing for these. We'll try these on for you and let you see how they look on foot, and then let's go into sizing on them. But let's see these. You got your Nike SB box, purple box, but then you have Nike Supreme branding on the paper. They usually do that. I think it's a little cool touch. Whew. I was very curious to have these in hand, see if they're better or worse than the photos. And I think they're better. Like most things, like most shoes, when you get them in hand, I think they're better. I think they're pretty dope. I like it more and more now that I have it in hand, to be honest, than the photos. In hand, these are much nicer. Soft, right away, soft collar lining. I think over time this will crumble, fade away, deteriorate. It seems pretty thin, but that is there. Leather on the inside of the tongue there too. Interesting. You got your red Supreme insole, Nike SB insole. Now, there's been a lot of comparison videos to the 2006 Nike Supreme Blazers that were released. I'm not going to get into that because I didn't own those at the time. They're not a grail for me per se. And I think a lot of videos and a lot's been said on those. They were, had better quality materials. But I did want to speak on that. There's some quality control issues here with just like some extra glue or smudge here. But that might be an issue if I try to resell these. Maybe some oil. I don't know. Not too bad. This was retail $120 shoe plus taxes, shipping. We're into the 130s. Like, I don't know what people expect for $120 retail shoe, but you're not. I'll tell you one thing: you're not going to get premium leather. The originals were a nod to luxury handbags, and these follow suit, of course, with the quilted stitching, kind of like a Chanel bag, and this checkered print, like a variety of high-end fashion design labels. But you're just in the faux python, faux snakeskin swoosh. But for $120, you're just not going to get super premium material. So I get it. The old ones, I don't know what those retailed for. But if those also retailed for $120 or less and they have way better materials, then I guess that's something to be upset about. But you're just not going to get those in a $120 shoe. I'm sorry. This just is what it is. You could pay more. Like the CDG Nike stuff, that retail is like super high. On those, I hope those are better materials. I think they are, but like you're paying a F ton for those shoes. Like I was interested in the 97 CDG Air Maxes, and those are $350. The foam posits for $450. Real quick, stick around. I know you've seen the shoe, but if you're on the verge of clicking away, I have some thoughts on these, prices on these, things you can get that's similar, etc. I'm going to try them on. I'm going to rate them. But first, I'm going to get into all the details in case you didn't know yet. But you get a second set of laces. That's cool. The laces come with gold lace tips. Same with the white, as you can see. You got your world famous Supreme hang tag there. I always take these off. I don't keep them on, except if it's like a off-white zip tie. You get gold swoosh and Supreme labeling on your Nike SB tongue tag there. You got your D-ring on this with, if you can see it, Supreme there. It's kind of cool detail. That's where, that's where some of the costs are going in these varied materials. So like I said, you're not gonna, this isn't gonna last forever, especially if you skate in these. These are Nike SB Blazers, so like theoretically they're meant to be skated. Supreme's a skate brand. But yeah, these, the stitching's gonna, if you do one kick flip in these, the stitching's gonna probably go bust. A all black outsole, and yeah, and then you got your inlaid or whatever cutout Nike logo on the back heel. These are cool. I'm always, speaking of materials, I'm always interested, like people do these like quick judgment calls on like the materials suck on these, or not very plush, or not soft, or whatever, not thick. And I think to a degree some of that assessment is right and correct, but like I'm sure lots of people in the shoe and sneaker manufacturing watch these videos and roll their eyes, or people who know leather really well, leather workers, work in leather, luggage, whatever, clothes, bags, and they roll their eyes. All these like shoe YouTubers like myself saying, from that doesn't seem very premium. Like, I'm sure there's levers and meters of why something might be expensive or not, or good quality. Thickness, pliability, treatment, the price of leather has probably gone up since 2006. So they might have paid more for the materials on these than back then. So maybe they're not as good, but they might have paid more for this lower quality. So I don't know. I always laugh at that when someone isn't quite 100%, or even when they do sound very sure of themselves. I'm like, do you actually know? Do you work at a tannery? Are you constantly tapped into the sneaker manufacturing supply line? Do you know for a fact that these are like poor quality materials or good materials. Some people are like, oh, it's really nice leather. And it's like, I'm sure someone at Nike's like rolling their eyes like, dude, the shoe you said was poor quality has actually nicer leather in it. You have no clue what you're talking about. But anyways, gotta have something to talk about. So I'm gonna try these on. Right now, if you're interested in these, like, should you get these? Well, I think if you like them, you know, get them is the overall thing. But like, as far as price is concerned, these are pretty cheap right now. I think right off rip, when these were like were released or first pictures came out, a lot of people, at least that I followed on Instagram, were on the denim ones. I wasn't too hot on the denim ones. Just talked about the denim ACG Supreme hat, and that wasn't my vibe. Like, these you can wear to maybe a you know, a wedding or some sort of classy event. These disguise themselves as luxury shoes to a degree, or dress shoes to a degree, so you can maybe get away with it. I was on the black ones. To me, these looked a little more sleek. So to my point is, the denim ones are cheaper right now. They're around retail, and then you add in shipping and fees. These go for a little above retail, but both of them I think you can get for under $200, including shipping fees, taxes. So I think that's pretty good. The old ones, you know, those are in the thousands. You're dropping thousands on those if you want those dead stock. So I think, again, like I said, if there's economy pickup down the line, sneaker resurgence, Supreme resurgence, I could see these going up. And but I could also see them, you know, doing new colorways 5 years from now too. So if there's enough clamor for them. So I think if you like them at all, a lot, you should cop now rather than down the line. Like, what are they going to do? Come down like $10 more to retail? Like, most people draw the line at selling things at retail. They want to get their cost basis back, or maybe take a little bit of a hit. So they're not going to fall too much below retail. And so if they're sitting a little above, I strongly suggest you cop them, pick them up while they're this affordable, rather than risking them going up to $400. I got my Stranger Things blazers on. These things, like, some shoes look better beat. These do not. These get dirty real quick and just look sloppy. I've been meaning to do, like, take away the outer layer a little bit, see how they look, but each time a new Stranger Things season comes out where I'm like, oh, I should do it now and post it now, it'll get more traffic, I forget or get too lazy. So anyways, these things do not look better with age. Yeah. Now, oh, that's the one thing I wanted to get to. Thankfully, I remembered. Is like what also just came, if you're watching, see, this is why you watch the whole video. Nuggets like these, discussion, commentary like these. They just released Erik Koston Nike SB mids in white and a blue swoosh that look just like these. Released around the same time. These were early September. These are now we're in like late September. Same time, and those look better to me. $95 versus $120 retail. I don't know. Those look cleaner to me. I like those better. In the comments, if you're still watching, let me know if you want me to cop those and do a review on those. I'll sell these, try to get my money back, and I'll cop the Erik Koston Nike SB mids. I like those better personally. Also, you know, one of the most popular shoes out there, like the Panda Dunk Low, like Vans Old Schools, is the Nike Blazer in white leather and black swoosh. That's like that's an all-time classic, but also very popular right now amongst everyone. It's kind of a go-to shoe, go-to sneaker. I love that shoe, but like, again, everyone has it, and like, do you want to wear something that everyone has? I think sometimes yes, but like sometimes you want to flex on them and be like you're in the know or you're a sneakerhead, you know, and you can't do that as well if you have those. So I think a good compromise would be to get those Nike SB Erik Koston blazers, all white blazer, but they're quilted instead, a little difference, and then the swoosh color is different. So that's my thoughts on that. That's why I'm contemplating them, other than them looking good and, you know, being an Erik Koston fan. Man, these are hard to get into unless you take off the top lace. So let me know in the comments if I should do that. So these look pretty Pretty clean on foot. I think I would wear pants with these rather than shorts. Generally, I'm a blazer and high sock guy like this. These, I don't think they look, all black shoes look as good like that. Well, at least these. These look like, you know, dress shoes almost. They do look nice though. On foot, they don't look bad. Sizing, I have a decent amount of toe room. Could go true to size, but then again, this gets tighter around, you know, the smaller you get. So if you don't want a lot of toe room and you're fine with a little snugness, go true to size. If you're like me and it's like, I don't like sitting on a smaller platform and it's a little tight around here, go up half size and you'll just be where you'll have more toe room. So that's my thoughts on these. They do look better on foot, as do most shoes. Very clean. I like them. To be honest though, I gotta keep it a buck. Probably will look to flip these and get something else. Got too many shoes to just keep things that you only sort of like. So as far as a rating goes, it's really about I like the idea of mimicking a luxury handbag or piece of clothing or luggage. I like that idea, but I think I just not, you know, I'm not a animal print guy, not really all black shoe guy, even though I have more and more in my collection. Still trend to prefer white. So it's more about just the colors that they put out there and the color blocking. I think I gotta go, you know, do I even give it a 7? I think I'd give it a 6.9. Yes, 6.9. I get it. Funny. I don't quite give it a 7. 6.9, I feel still like a good shoe, right? I think that's exactly where I want to rate it. It's like, it's not a bad shoe. It's above a 5. You know, high 6s. I think it's a good shoe. I don't hate it. I like it. I would wear it. I would rock it. I wouldn't feel bad about it, but just it's just not my thing to wear on foot, personally. So that's just me. I give it a 6.9. I'd love to see what you guys think about it though. Higher rating. I know this is a lot of people's aesthetic. It's just not mine. But I do like them. If I was stuck with these, like if these fell to like $80 price, I would just keep them and I'll rock them on certain occasions. I think these are a great option. Like I said, wedding reception, church. If anyone goes to church, maybe some of you do still. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just, for me, I was trying to come up with another example and I said church, so that's corny to me. But any sort of like work function, you know, where you might need to dress up nicer. So yeah, that's my rating on them. More Lowheat coming up soon, very soon. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed because you won't want to miss those. Appreciate you.